We've always been renowned for our fine Ceylon Blue Sapphires, dating back to my grandfather from Sri Lanka who came out to Australia in 1898. And we're lucky enough to have our cousins on the fields picking for us and selecting stones of the quality they know we require. So you get to see a lot of emerald cuts and radiant cuts, beautiful ovals and cushions, all hand selected, all clean and bright in a variation of tones from a pale blue right through a mid blue into the very intense fine blue. The sapphires that you're seeing here are all from either Sri Lanka or Madagascar. The laboratories, especially GIA, etc., say they cannot separate the two because the inclusions, the colour range are all the same from both countries. So a lot of the Madagascan goods get cut and polished in Sri Lanka and then put in with the Sri Lankan mined material. But it's the only two countries in the world that you'll get these tones of colour at the moment. Apart from the large individual stones, which we go up to around about 8 carats, in a variety of shapes, rounds as well as pears and radiants, etc., we do keep a lot of small calibrated stones down to 1.2 millimetres in round brilliant cuts, printer's cuts down to about 1.5 mil and upwards, and calibrated ovals and 4x3s and 5x4s and 6x4s, etc. So we keep the full spectrum of Sri Lankan goods. Some of the material are heated with traditional heating, which account for approximately 85 to 90% of the quality stones on the marketplace. And there is a small percentage of unheated material that's good enough to buy, but you can't always get exactly size, shape, colour and price and then add unheated to it. It just won't happen. So heat treatment has been a thing that's been done in Sri Lanka for over 50 years now. It's been accepted on the marketplace. It doesn't fade, and without it we would have very little sapphire of quality to be able to sell. Here are a few stones that display the variation of colour and shape that we stock. This is a radiant sapphire, 7 by 6.4 millimetres, beautifully cut and bright, weighing 1.78 carats. Lovely shape, and cutting is vitally important with radiance and emerald cuts. This cushion is a slightly deeper tone of colour, really pretty stone and a great shape, and always difficult getting nice cushions. This is 6.6 mil and weighs 1.51 carats, a slightly deeper tone than the previous radiance you saw. All these stones are heated, and I emphasise the fact that unheated does not necessarily make the stone any better. It's still up to the quality of the stone, not that it's heated or unheated. In another different shape and a slightly larger size and slightly deeper tone of colour, this is a 8.7 by 6.5 mil oval, weighing 2.33 carats. Really pretty stone, even and bright, and no patchiness in colour. And finally, a superb, unusual, rich coloured radiant cut, 9.1 by 6.9 millimetres, 3.16 carats. Quite exceptional and very difficult to find in radiant cut and such a great colour and clean and bright.